walk through these gates every morning, wearing clean uniforms, carrying expensive backpacks, surrounded by promises of a bright future. These are the world's top schools, elite institutions, places parents trust with their children's lives. But behind these perfect walls, behind the awards, the rankings, and the smiling faces, something is quietly breaking. A hidden epidemic is growing. Across the world, in schools people believe are the safest, drug use, abuse, extreme pressure, and silent suffering have become disturbingly common. And most people have no idea how deep it goes. From New York to London, from Tokyo to Dubai, stories are surfacing that shock even the most experienced educators, students experimenting, students coping, students escaping. Not because they want to rebel, but because they feel trapped. In these hallways, success is expected, not discussed. Failure is feared, not forgiven. Every test score, every comparison, every expectation adds weight. And for many young minds, that weight becomes unbearable. They are told they are lucky, privileged, blessed. So when they struggle, they stay silent, because how do you ask for help when the world thinks you already have everything? Slowly, pressure turns into anxiety, anxiety turns into isolation, and isolation turns into dangerous choices. Students whisper in bathrooms, in lockers, at parties no adults are supposed to know about. What starts as curiosity becomes a habit. What feels like control slowly becomes dependence, and all of it happens in places meant to protect them. Parents often don't see it, or don't want to. Teachers are overwhelmed. Schools protect their reputation and the students. They learn very early how to hide pain behind achievement. Experts warn that this is not about bad kids or bad schools, it's about impossible expectations placed on developing minds in a world that never slows down. Social media shows perfection 24 hours a day. Grades define worth, comparison never ends, and rest feels like failure. So some students look for an escape, something to quiet the noise, something to make them feel normal, even for a moment. Cost is devastating. Friendships disappear, motivation collapses, mental health spirals. Some students manage to recover with support and understanding. Many suffer quietly, and some never fully come back from what they lose. Parents often say the same thing afterward: I thought it could never happen here. But this crisis does not care about wealth, reputation, or school rankings. It does not stop at locked gates or prestigious names. Schools around the world are now trying to respond. Counseling programs, awareness campaigns, stricter rules. But punishment alone does not heal pain. Silence does not save lives. Real change begins with honesty, with listening instead of judging, with creating spaces where students are allowed to struggle without fear. Because behind every statistic is a child, a future, a story still being written. The hidden epidemic inside elite schools is real, it is growing, and ignoring it only makes it stronger. This is not about blame. This is about awareness. This is about conversations we are afraid to have, because sometimes one honest question, one moment of understanding, one act of support can change everything. Listen to your students. Talk to your kids. Look beyond the perfect image. The future depends on what we choose to see today.